around 4 a.m. I decided I wanted to take a rest. So I slept in the living room. What woke me up was the owner of the house on top of me. My pants were like all the way to my knees, and he was penetrating me as his friend was petting me. I'm Elsie Akoth, 22 years old, currently at USAU studying International Relations and Psychology. Last year in May, at around 10 p.m, I was going to buy eggs, and a friend of mine told me to go for a house party with him, and I did. So we partied the whole night, and around 4 a.m. I decided I wanted to take a rest. So I slept in the living room. What woke me up was the owner of the house on top of me. My pants were like all the way to my knees, and he was penetrating me as his friend was petting me. Yeah. So I went to hospital and I went to the police station. But when I went to the police station, the cops were really reluctant on helping me, so I didn't go back. And then it happened again now this year. A long-term friend, past tense because we're not friends anymore. Known him for like 13 years, if I'm not wrong. We had gone out clubbing, and in the morning he told me he wanted to come to my house because he had a class in the morning at 9 a.m. and I live next to school, so I agreed. We went to my house, myself, him, and 2 other girls. So when we got to the house, there was alcohol in the house. They still wanted to drink, so I left them drinking, and I put for him a mattress in the living room so he could sleep there. And it's common sense the girls sleep in the bedroom together, right? So I wore my pajamas and entered the bed, and what woke me up was him on top of me penetrating me. And when I pushed him away and started yelling, he was silencing me, telling me to just calm down and whatnot. So I kicked him out of the house and did the same procedure. I went to hospital, but I was so scared to go back to the police station, but I still did though. And yeah, they kind of helped, but they didn't.
So far, what has happened to the offender, and does what has happened to him, like if there is no justice or there is justice, does that affect how you feel about the incident?
The first offender was arrested and released on bail, but the second one was not even arrested because the police claim they don't have enough evidence against him. The fact that the first time when I went to the police station, they were reluctant, talking about if it involved alcohol, they were telling me that I brought it onto myself. That really discourages someone from going back. So I think police are not trained to help victims properly, because you can't be telling a victim something like that when you're the person who's supposed to be helping them in time of need. People were telling me that I'm sharing the story as a fame stunt. Then they tell me things like I put myself in that situation, that kind of person, they've grown up with them, they can't be a rapist and stuff like that. Like they weren't believing me and stuff like that.
So you've talked about sharing your story on social media, on Instagram, and the reaction was that they feel that you put yourself in that position, yet rape is just rape. Do you feel that Kenya has a rape culture in a way? They just take rape as a normal thing?
Kenya does have a rape culture because, like I said, I shared the story on Instagram and the backlash was insane. I'd get threats, I'd get messages like, what do you expect when you go drinking or you dress in a certain kind of way? So I feel like rape is really, really normalized. Yes, it is. When you ask someone what advice do they give to people, the first thing they'll tell you is don't drink, don't smoke, don't dress a certain kind of way. Well, in real sense, even people who dress in buibuis or kids as young as weeks old still get raped. But yeah, they normalize it. They never ever want to blame the rapist. They want to blame the victim instead. If you're going to go for a house party, at least go with someone else who you know your life can depend on them and they'll be able to do anything for you. But what happens during house parties is people get drugged or they're given too much alcohol, so when they black out, those ones who rape frequently are able to take advantage of whether it's the girl or the boys, because rape happens to both men and women. Yeah. like I said, everyone is different, so things work differently for other people. There are others who would be raped and they'd be able to heal faster than others who maybe for the rest of their life never been able to heal. But I don't think you can heal 100% or you fully forget unless someone wipes out your memory. I forgave myself. I'm not sure about forgiving them, but time will tell.